Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Norristown Gymnasium for a first here for the Norristown Cable TV channel. We're on the air with a girls basketball game featuring the Eagles of Norristown at home against Central Bucks East. We're happy to have this chance to do girls basketball and add it to our repertoire along with the boys basketball programs. Back when I was very, very young, quite a few years ago, girls basketball was a totally different entity from what you're going to see on television today. When I was growing up, girls basketball were six-men teams, six women teams, I guess I should say. 3 guards and 3 forwards. And nobody on the court played the entire court. Everybody played just a half a court. Today, the rules that you are going to see are exactly the same as the boys. These girls will be running fast breaks. They will be playing pressing defenses. They will be playing the whole court, and we'll see 3-point shot, everything that you would expect to see in basketball, whether it be at the college or at the pro or on the high school level. Some of the things that you can look for today: Central Bucks East brings in a 6-3 team, 2-1 in the league. They will use multiple defenses. They will press Norristown all over the court using a variety of presses, and they will run whatever possible, which means that they will probably have to make use of their bench and not be reliable, not be dependent just upon the 5 starters. For the Norristown Eagles, you can expect to see another team that uses multiple defenses. It's going to feature Norristown's high scorer and leading player, Keisha Watson, averaging 17 points, averaging 10 rebounds, and 2 3-point shooters, Kirsten Benton and Mary Casey. An interesting sidelight that John Cresswell must be aware of is that he has no 3-point shooters on the boys team, and you would certainly almost think he would like to borrow the girls and see how this goes. Norristown brings in a 4-5 record, 1-2 in the league, and if Eagles can come away with a win today, they will tie Central Bucks and move into an even record with the Patriots. We will be back with Frank Winkle working with me, and once again Glenn Martin with statistics. Jim Nelson, Frank Winkle, Glenn Martin, the voices and the statisticians of the Norristown Eagles, here doing our first Eagles girl basketball game. Starting lineups here for Central Bucks East. Number 21, Angie Ongst, who is their high scorer at 18 points a game. Number 25, Jen Eves. Number 30, Monica Straviri. Number 33, Lene Muma. And number 34, Jen Blake, who is the big rebounder for the Patriots. For the Norristown Eagles, we starting senior number 13, Keisha Watson, high scorer, high rebounder, averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds a game. Number 54, junior Kirsten Benton. Number 31, junior Stacy Brown. Number 22, junior Mary Casey. And number 34, senior Crystal Brown. And Frank, our first chance to do a girls basketball game here. How do you feel?
Well, Jim, I understand the rules aren't much different than the boys' rules. In fact, no rule differences at all. One thing which is hard to notice, the girls' ball, believe it or not, is an inch smaller in diameter than the boys' ball. That was adopted several years ago by the NCAA, and the high schools adopted it a couple years ago, a smaller ball, which led to higher scores in the girls' games. But if you look at those balls, it's almost impossible to tell, and you wouldn't think an inch would make that much of a difference, but it does.
Okay, noticeable right away, Frank. It appears that the Eagles girls are smaller than the girls from Central Bucks East. It doesn't matter on the tip. Casey controlling on the drive, stops with a jumper, ball blocked, Watson back, blocked again, and here comes Central Bucks on the fast break as we told they would. Eves handling the ball, moves into Blake, and Blake on the move. We got to travel, and Jen Blake looks like a fairly big girl, Frank.
Yeah, she is. I don't know what her height is.
She is their big rebounder, and you can see her controlling underneath the board. There goes the pass by Casey, picked off, coming up court. There goes the pass up court. It's Angst underneath with a layup. She's got it, and Central Bucks East breaks 2-0 with 7 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first period. And there they are with full court pressure. And right away, Frank, it looks like the Eagles are bothered a little bit about the pressure. They're not quite certain about where to go with that pass. And with a smart move, they waste no time in taking a timeout.
You know, Jim, it just seems to me that the refs allow a lot more body contact here. There seemed to be a lot of contact out there that in boys' games would have been called.
Smart move by the Eagles here. They were obviously flustered by the press and didn't waste any time. And as the Central Bucks East coach told me before the game, they will run a series of different presses at Norristown. And I like the pressing defense in high school, Frank. If I were a high school coach, I would use that pressing defense. I would play as many people as possible because I think teams have a tendency to wilt under the pressure. If you remember our game with Glen Mills last year, which was for the East Championship, that's what finally happened. That pressure in the fourth quarter finally took its toll, and we threw the ball away, make a lot of mistakes, and that was the difference in our not coming out for playing for the state championship. Ball coming in, Eves handling on the left-hand dribble. Switches over. Outside with her is Monica Straveri. Eves over to Straveri. Straveri looking underneath. Moves inside, comes back outside Eves. Norristown looks like it's in a 2-1-2 zone. Ball over in the quarter to Angst. Angst is the big scorer. Looks for the shot first. Doesn't have it. Comes on the dribble outside. Very patient. Over to Eves. Eves looks for the shot. Doesn't have it. Back to Straveri deep. Straveri on the dribble over to Angst. And it looks like they set up their offense looking for Angst. To Blake. Blake's underneath the left-hander. Up. She's got it. About 5 feet away from the basket. Inbound pass to Brown. Brown goes over to Watson. And there's one of the ways you break your press. You let your big person do the dribbling. And that seems to be effective in any kind of basketball game. Have a foul against Central Bucks East on the dribble. Norristown will take out the ball underneath its own basket. It will be Stacy Brown to trigger the inbounds pass. Goes over to Benton. Benton looks for the shot. It's up. It's off the rim deep. Rebound by Straveri. Straveri on the move, not wasting any time. Comes up court, looks underneath, finds Angst. Ball goes out of her hand, out of bounds. Norristown is going to using Keisha Watson, who is their tallest player, to inbound the pass. And they obviously have done some drills because they have it. There goes to Benton. Benton looks up court very quickly on the dribble. Finds Stacy Brown. Stacy Brown, right-hand dribble. Two men, Straveri and Eves, boxing her in. Brown comes out with the dribble, looks for Keisha Watson. Keisha Watson moving underneath, ball up, no good. Quick shot, and she's got a bandage on her left hand, which has got to affect her shooting. Ball is outside to Stacy Brown. Eagles set up, looks like maybe a 2-3 zone for Central Bucks East. Goes Casey. Casey to Benton. Benton with a two-hand shot, no good. It's short. Battle for the rebound. Ball is off of Keisha Watson, out of bounds. And it'll be the Patriots inbounding, and the Norristown comes up with a press. Looks like a man-to-man press. Stacy Brown almost intercepting the inbound pass aimed at Straveri. It's Lene Mumaw handling the ball for the Patriots. Coming inbounds, gets the pass. There's Blake with a dribble. Long pass up course, blocked, batted away. Controlled by Angst, who moves back outside on the dribble, slows up. Still 4-0, Central Bucks East leading with 5 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Ball comes into Blake, blank to Angst. Angst is open, shot is up, off the rim, deep. Rebound battling, it's Blake on the rebound over Benton. Comes under, ball blocked by Watson, and we have a walk up and down, I think, really that time, by number 33, Lene Mumaw of Central Bucks. Eagles still looking for their first basket. Stacy Brown on the dribble, comes over to Watson. Watson finds Crystal Brown, back to Stacy Brown. It looks like Watson's left hand may be bothering her, Frank.
Yeah.
Casey underneath for the rebound. Benton off with a shot again. And it looks like the Eagles are going to have to hit that outside shot or they're going to be in trouble. Blake finds Angst underneath, and there it goes. Press broken. Easy basket underneath. Third short bucket by the Patriots. Keisha Watson comes up to Crystal Brown. Crystal Brown dribbling in, looking toward the basket, comes back out, finds Keisha underneath, shot up. We're going to have a foul. It's either on... Foul is on Mumaw, her first foul. Here we're going to have a two-shot foul. And one of the things, Frank, it looks like the Eagles should do, it looks like once they get past that press, instead of trying to come back out, it looks like they could move the ball underneath and get some easier shots.
Yeah, I think they could get underneath. You know, it's interesting to see that in girls basketball, you see a lot of these two-handed set shots that years ago you saw in college, but extremely rare today. But the girls use two hands to put it up there. It's rather unusual today.
I still shoot that way, Frank. Yeah, when you're my height, you're not a jump shooter. I still have that too. Both shots missed, still 6-0. 4:41 left here in the half. Moving up against the press, handling the ball. Number 31, Lisa Luchetta's in. There goes the ball. Pass by Eves, hits the board. And number 34, Crystal Brown for the Eagles on the move. Stacy Brown has it now, and Central Bucks appears to apply the pressure only after they've made a shot, because they fell back that time. There's Benton again, fakes the shot to Casey. Casey out to Stacy Brown. Back to Benton. Looks like they look for Benton for their shots, and she's not hitting so far. I think she's 0 for 4 so far, and that's a big one. There's a 4-on-1 break. Blake on the move, misses. Eves on the rebound, up. It's no good. Battling for the boards. Coming out, it's Angst outside, and Watson, Keisha Watson, with a foul. And moving in for the Eagles is a junior, number 44, Tara Colbreth, coming into the lineup. Eagles trying to get some more height in there, hoping to be able to do some battling off the board. She replaces Crystal Brown. I think, you notice Keisha Watson is just taking that bandage off and throwing it away. There's Blake, ball batted out by Watson. You notice she got rid of the tape. Obviously it was affecting her shooting, and she threw it away. Inbound pass comes to Eves. Eves looks for a shot momentarily, but on the right-hand dribble, moving back outside. Cross court to Angst, and Angst, tallest player, but doesn't play underneath. They give that to Blake. There goes Eves with the outside shot, no good. Rebound Colbreth, and that's exactly what they had her in there for. And Central Bucks, again, does not put on the pressure, falls back. Brown on the dribble up court. And Norristown is going to need somebody to start hitting some shots. They've gotten Benton open for shots, but she's got to be able to hit. There comes the ball over to Benton again. Two-hand shot up, no good. Rebound comes out to Eves, and that's all the Eagles are getting is one shot. So they've got to hit that. Eves on the dribble, outside with her is number 31, Lisa Luchetta. Ball to Angst in the corner, no good. Blake on the rebound over Benton, looks for a shot, doesn't have it. Back to Luchetta, shot is up, no good. Underneath, we got a jump ball. Possession arrow is for the Patriots, and we have a timeout for Central Bucks. Central Bucks leading with 3:05 left in the first period, 6-0. Eagles still looking to get on the board, and it's not that the Eagles are not getting the open shot, they're just not able to hit the open shot.
Well, one thing, Jim, the girls don't set up for the rebound. They don't seem to get position. When somebody shoots, it's like everyone's kind of looking at the shooter and then just waiting to see where the ball's going to go. Where in boys basketball, while the ball's in the air, boys are fighting for position. They seem to know there are certain spots where the ball usually comes down, and they go for blocking out the opposition and all that. I haven't seen too much of that here yet, today.
Yeah, Eagles very definitely hindered so far by getting just one shot. And Central Bucks East, on the other hand, has been off the board pretty strong, and several times has gotten 2 or 3 shots. And ultimately that's got to hurt you, particularly if you're getting all your shots from underneath the basket. You can't just get one shot and see the ball going over the other team. It's fine if you're ahead in the game, but when you fall behind, you no longer are controlling play. Central Bucks East will inbound on their basket. Angst to handle the ball, comes in the corner to Eves. Eves goes outside on the dribble, moves around, finds Angst over on the right-hand side, and it looks as though they look for Angst, covered well by Colbreth. Back outside deep to Luchetta. Attempted steal by Brown, no good. Ball to Blake. Blake, a left-hand shot, blocked partially, and Colbreth comes out with the boards again. And right away, she's been inserted in the lineup, and she's gotten 2 quick rebounds. Stacy Brown on the dribble, setting up for the Eagles. Looks for Benton on the right-hand side. Benton is there, looks underneath for Watson, and now there's a case where they forced a shot. It looks like they're geared to looking toward their high score, and you're better off to take what another team is going to give you. If they've got her blocked out, you want to take your open shots. Eves over to Angst. Angst with a long shot up. It's short. There's Blake underneath. I think they're going to get a pushing foul on Blake, and it didn't look to me as though she hit her very hard. And Blake is there with the hands up in the air. Oh, who, me?
That's unusual, Jim. If he's going to call that, then he's already missed 20 fouls.
Yeah, very rare to see that. There goes the press on again. Ball comes up. Benton's got it. The press is broken. Saves the ball. It's in the right-hand corner. And now here's where the pressure is effective. They've got Stacy Brown on the move. Looks underneath for Watson. Ball knocked out of bounds by Blake. And East plays that, collapses that zone very effectively so that when a girl gets the ball for the Norristown Eagles, 2 or 3 players are immediately on her. And what they're going to have to do is keep that ball moving quickly around the perimeter and find that open man. Ball comes to Benton, almost picked off by Eves. Ball inside to Watson, on the move, no good. Rebound once again, controlled by the Patriots, this time by Angst. Moving up with a fast break. Stops for the dribble, looks for Strazzeri, finds her. Strazzeri on the right-hand dribble up top of the circle. Into Blake. Blake over to Angst in the corner, back outside. Shot not there. Come back outside to Eves to set up again. We're down to about 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the first period. Eagles still looking for their first basket. Angst on the dribble over to Strazzeri. Strazzeri with a left-hand dribble, looks for Blake in the corner, comes back outside. They're keeping a man up very, very high. You wonder if they're just holding for this last shot.
Do they do that in girls
I'm
basketball?
sure they do.
They hold it 2 minutes.
No, they're not holding now because they found underneath Strazzeri. Bounce pass from Angst, and Strazzeri scores, and it's 8-0 favor of. There goes the interception by Strazzeri. Anticipated the pass to Casey. Back up court on the dribble. Strazzeri looks for the bounce, dribble, bounce, shot, missed. Ball knocked out of bounds by Blake. They have a Norristown substitution, Crystal Brown this time, coming in, replacing Kirsten Benton. And Benton is the first shooter for the Eagles. So what she's got to do is just get her head together a little bit, forget the fact that she's missed those shots, and realize she's going to have to take them. Ball comes back to Keisha Watson. Going underneath. There's Culbreth, and there's the first Eagle basket. Nice pass. Watson finding Culbreth underneath. Eagles on the board. Trail 8-2 with 45 seconds left here in the first period. Blake on the left-handed dribble. Looks across to Strazzeri. Has her with a fake underneath. No shot there at all. Ball knock comes out of bounds to Eves. Shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Keisha Watson has it. Casey was down leading the pack, but no break there, and Watson on the dribble. Watson goes to Tara Culbreth, up with a shot, no good. Ball batted underneath. Culbreth has it. Comes to Keisha Watson. Ball lost out of bounds. Patriots ball. Ball kicked that time, and they were trying to get that layup.
Well, it's funny, Jim. Down under the basket before, there must have been at least 5 fouls that would have been called in boys basketball. They really do let them get away with a lot of body contact and a little more slapping than you see in boys ball.
I like to see the officials let the kids play. I think that's what basketball is all about. I think it's a healthy kind of attitude. You know, you don't ruin the play that time. You get a kind of pace to it. You get a kind of momentum, and that's what you really like to see. 4 seconds left on the clock. Patriots inbound to pass. They're obviously going to have to get a shot up in a hurry. Eves, and she's got to throw it. Looks for Blake. Blake's shot up, no good. At the end of the first period, we have the Central Bucks East Patriots 8, the Norristown Eagles 2. And the only statistic of significance for the Eagles is that Keisha Watson has drawn 2 fouls here in the first period. Scoring for Central Bucks, Angie Angst, who is their high scorer, has 4. Strazzeri with 2. Blake with 2. And Angst has also chipped in with 3 rebounds in this early going. Easy job for Glenn Martin, our statistician. Not having a lot of trouble here. We certainly hope that the Eagles can start finding the basket and begin hitting. It looks to me as though they have a tendency to look underneath all of the time, and you're going to have to take those open shots from outside to break up that zone and force those girls to move outside.
The interesting thing is, Jim, you look at that score, and I see a 6-point lead, and it seems like nothing. You know, that a 6-point lead can be over in 10 seconds. In boys basketball, I'm not that familiar with girls basketball. It'd be interesting to see how much of a lead that really is.
Well, we're going to find out here. And one thing we don't want to get caught up doing too much is making comparison to, quote, boys basketball. Here we go, Casey to Brown. Brown controlling outside. It'd be nice to see. I wonder if Brown is a shooter. We haven't seen the Eagles play this year. Over to Culbreth, coming to Casey, and it looks like they worked that ball around and look for that man low about with that 10-foot over to Casey. Ball almost stolen, and we almost had to steal that time by Eves. And one of the things the girl receiving that pass has got to remember is you got to come to that ball. Otherwise, you make it easy. It's like in football. You have the same thing with a pass receiver. Casey out deep, inbounding to Stacy Brown. Brown on the right-handed dribble. Looks for Casey. Casey looks for Watson. Tries to force the bounce pass. Picked off by Blake, and Benton getting ready to come back in. There goes the pass down inside to Angst. No shot. Looks outside Strazzeri. Strazzeri over to Eves. Eves fakes the shot on the dribble, on the move. We got a 3-second call on Blake in the paint. Here comes Benton coming back in for Mary Casey. And it's obvious to me that Norristown looks to try to get Benton or Keisha Watson with a shot. So they've got to get Benton back in this game and hope that she begins hitting. Ball over to Crystal Brown. Breaks the press on the move. Comes back outside to Stacy Brown. Stacy Brown appears to content not to shoot, content to be that little ball handler outside. Benton outside now with her. Over to Brown again on the right-hand dribble. Looks inside. Ball stolen by Strazzeri. Here comes a fast break. Strazzeri and Angst. Angst on the dribble, goes to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Battle for the ball. Away, controlled finally by Central Bucks. Blocked away. Blake controls. Over to Luchetta, long shot up, off the back of the rim, no good. Tara Colbreth with a rebound. Looks for Benton. Benton to Brown. Patriots fall back. Not going to apply the pressure. Will do so if the Eagles have to take the ball inbounds. Brown dribbling, ball almost stolen. Angst comes into Crystal Brown's. Got to look outside, and we're going to have a foul on, it looks like Eves. Eves or Blake. Foul is on Eves, and we almost had a walk. I think if she had waited a second longer, we might have had the walk. Stacy Brown underneath for the pass, comes over to Benton. Benton looks for the shot. She's got it. It's up. It's strong. Nothing but air. Ball lost by Luchetta, out of bounds. It's going to be the Eagles' ball. And once again, the Eagles just have to start hitting. They're getting open shots. Benton on the dribble, gives back to Brown. Brown on the move, over to Benton. Benton looks underneath, goes back out to Brown. Ball is hit into Watson. Watson with a jumper off the rim, no good. Eves on the fast break. Up court is Strazzeri. Eves finds her with a nice pass, stops with the dribble. She's got it. Patriots 10, Eagles 2. Brown on the dribble, pressure falls back just a little bit. It's a 2-2-1 press this time. Watson breaks it, comes to Colbreth. Colbreth up, no good. Battle underneath. Ball coming out to Angst, and here comes the Patriots again on the fast break. Stacy Brown back, but Angst goes all the way underneath, no good. 41 is Jen Rogers just into the game. Another shot, no good. Another shot by Angst. 4 shots that time for Central Bucks.
Yeah, Jim, they have the rebounding there. You know, well, it's interesting. I was talking to a girls' college coach, and she said that 90% of the time, the team that wins is the team that gets the most shots off. It doesn't matter really how many go in. It's just that most of the time, the team that shoots the most wins the game in girls' basketball.
Now, the Patriots certainly have the edge on the shots because we still find them getting multiple shots, and the Eagles still being limited to 1 shot primarily. Strazzeri with the ball now on the dribble, gets in, has the jumper, it's up, it's short, no good. This time Watson controls on the fast break. Going with her is Eves, but Watson's going all the way in. Misses. Colbreth on the rebound, up, no good. Watson battles underneath, no good again. And there they had a couple layups. Eves on the fast break. We're going to have a foul. Crystal Brown of the Eagles. The Patriots will inbounds here on the side, down in front of us. Eves will be on the inbound. Controlling the game by 10, 12-2 with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the first half. And Blake is getting ready to come back into the game. There's Angst, fakes the shot on the dribble, takes the jumper around and out, and Keisha Watson up high to get the rebound to Stacy Brown. Brown on the right-handed dribble, coming down. Looks for Benton over on the right, finds her. Benton on the dribble. Finds Crystal Brown outside to Benton again, over to Stacy Brown. Brown looked for the shot, doesn't have it, over to Benton. There goes the long 3-point shot. No good. Tara Colbreth on the rebound. They better get out of the lane, and she does. Keisha Watson on the dribble. Comes, looks for Benton again. There goes another 3-pointer up, off the side of the rim, no good. Keisha Watson, this is the first time Norristown's gotten a couple, and there's the advantage of getting the board. You get that second or that third shot, and you have a chance of making another basket. Keisha Watson on a good move scores. Eagles trail by 8, 12-4. But what the Eagles have to do is put together a little string here so they can get a couple baskets. And Kirsten Benton's got to get hot so she starts hitting. She's the one. Oh, have a block foul, Stacy Brown. Second personal. Foul committed against Eves. Still not in the number of personals. Blake comes back in, number 41, Jen Rogers, out for Central Bucks East. Eves will be inbounding on the far side. Looks for the pass. Finds Lucetta. Lucetta over to Angst, who is up high. Ball's into the corner to Eves on the right-hand dribble. Comes across. Lucetta almost loses the ball, controls it, goes back to Angst. Angst looks underneath. Finds on a good move to the basket. No shot. Ball knocked away. Stacy Brown controls. Saved by Eves, and we're going to have a foul on Brown. It's not the shot.
Stepped out of bounds.
Okay, out of bounds call against Central Bucks. Eagles have a chance to cut the margin to 6. Stacy Brown moving down court. Looks down, long pass, and that's a real gamble, and that's not a good pass. Ball lost out of bounds by Central Bucks, however, so the Eagles will get to take it under their basket. And I don't think that long pass is the pass that you want.
Well, it's not fast enough. Long pass has to be much faster because you give the opponent too much time to get in between.
There goes Keisha Watson on a strong move, looks for the jumper, gets it around, and scores. And there's a case where she was falling to the floor, made the basket. Eagles cut the margin to 6, with Watson now with 4 points. There's Strazzeri on the right-hand dribble, looks for the setup, back for Strazzeri. Almost there for the shot to Eves. Eves with a shot outside, no good. There's a battle for the boards. Tara Culbreth comes away with it, and Culbreth has added some rebounding strength to the Eagles. Ball down court to Watson. Strong move, and there's that move again. And it looks like she's stumbling, Frank, and she's made 2 baskets in a row off that.
They seem to do better on a fast break before the opponent sets up.
Eagles trailing by 4 as they're beginning to close the margin. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the half. And the Patriots pull the ball outside with Eves on the slow dribble. And it looks like the Eagles are now into a man-to-man. Brown battling, tries to steal the ball, and it's off the foot of number 31, Lisa Lucetta. As the Eagles have moved into man-to-man pressure, playing them all over the court. And that time got the ball away. And here comes Stacy Brown controlling. And Angst is up top playing. And there goes a slow pass. Stolen back by Crystal Brown. Taken back this time, back again. Stolen back again. Knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. There we had 4 changeovers in one exchange. This is going to be a foul.
Looks like a volleyball game without the net, Jim.
There it is. You mentioned Michelle Augustine earlier. I guess she should have been here. And the Patriots are now in the 1-and-1 situation. And Norristown brings in some more height with number 15, Julie Stasic. It was like the ball was on a yo-yo string. Yeah. Shooting 1-and-1, Lucetta. Eagles still down by 4. Shot is up and got it. Nothing but twine. 13-8. Patriots. Mary Casey ready to come back in the lineup for the Eagles. Will be replacing Crystal Brown. And more than anything, Norristown has got to find somebody who can shoot the ball from the outside, score from the outside. They've got to be able to get some baskets from the perimeter. Setter ready with a second shot. It's up. She's got it. Wipes off. No good. She stepped into the lane. Eagles will control with 1:49. And the Patriots playing that 2-2-1 pressure. There goes. It looked like it should have been an over and back call. Maybe I'm not familiar with the rules. Benton looks for the bounce pass. Not there. Tried to force it inside. Ball over to Angst. Angst on the dribble. Shot is up. No good. Strazzeri on the rebound. Shot up. No good. Shot up. And we're going to have a foul against Mary Casey. Once again, it will be Lucetta going to the line, shooting 2 this time. And if you notice, Central Bucks East had that basket bracketed and just absolutely dominated the boards there, getting, it looks as though they can get 2 or 3 shots at will.
And Norristown has to block out more to get more rebounds. They just wait for the ball to go up, and everybody stays in place. And what you want to do is move into your opponent and get between them in the basket, and they don't seem to be doing that.
One shot is good. It's knocked out of bounds. see Coach Cresswell watching this game. He may be scouting for a three-point shooter for his boys team. Here they go. There goes the long pass. Colbert, and we're going to have a foul. Looks like the foul will be on Eves. Sorry, it's on Blake. It's her second foul. The Eagles are now in the 1-on-1 situation. And one of the things you've got to be doing if you're the Eagles, you want to be able to make those shots because you can sneak back in the game by being able to make your foul shots.
Jim, we're 2 long shots away from this game being tied.
And the Eagles, Kirsten Benton has been getting the open shots. Lene Mumaw back in the line. Central Bucks coach takes Blake out, which is a smart move. You don't want her to get 3 fouls here before half. Tara Culbreth will be shooting 1-on-1 for the Eagles. Shot, and it's a two-handed shot up, and you don't see that very much.
No spin on the ball at all, Jim. A two-handed knuckleball.
Now what you do is you have that ball in that rubber band and just put it up there, it goes in, bring it back, and you're ready with the next shot. Culbreth up again, shot is up, strong off the board this time. Battle underneath, controlled by Strazzeri, and Strazzeri does a good job on those boards. Eagles trail by 5, 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the first half. And once again, the Patriots take the ball out. Norristown is going to a man-to-man. Casey playing Eves. Eves looks for the move to the basket, has it on the left-hand dribble, no good. Rebound controlled by number 15, Julie Stasic, who is the tallest Eagle player, and she's replaced Keisha Watson. Brown over to Benton, and Stacy Brown taking the ball outside to Casey. Out to Brown again. And one of the things the Eagles run, they're fine as long as they're moving the ball around the outside here. But when they try to force that ball inside, either with their air passes or with those bounce passes, the Patriots are ready for them and are picking them off.
Well, Jim, they're going to give them the outside shot because no one's made one yet.
Smart move, and what you do is, yeah, you keep giving them that until they start making them. Ball underneath, thrown out of bounds. The Eagles will have the ball with 30 seconds left and a chance to get back into this game. As you said, 1 3-point basket, and the margin would be 2. Stasic on the inbound pass to Stacy Brown. There's the pass that's getting them in trouble. It's that pass. They're trying to force the ball from their own end of the court up to a girl at the other end, and you've got to do it in shorter progressions.
It's a matter of strength. They don't have the strength to throw the ball fast enough over that distance.
Well, the other thing is you try to look for an open person that's a little bit closer to you. There goes Angst. Angst underneath. Ball blocked by Stasic. Nice move. Benton with the ball on the dribble. And the big thing now is for the Eagles to get this ball up court and see if they can get a basket. There goes Stasic. Back to Benton. Benton's going to throw up a shot. She's got no choice. The ball is up. She's got it. 3-pointer at the buzzer.
Well, there it is, Jim. We got a 1 basketball game here.
Eagles trail by 2, and that's what they needed. And the other players, Julie Stasic, looked like she had an open shot. She's got to be willing to toss that ball toward the basket. Benton open, takes it. Halftime score, 14-12, favor of the Patriots of Central Bucks, but they've dominated the game in the boards, but they're only up by 2 points.
Yeah, Jim, and even in girls basketball, if you're open within 10 feet of that basket, it seems to me you've got to put the ball up. I don't care if you've just missed 5 in a row. When you're that close and nobody's bothering you, you got to put the ball up.
Halftime score again, 14-12, favor of the Patriots of Central Bucks. Glenn Martin will be here with the statistics in just a moment.
I'm Glenn Martin here with the halftime stats. The halftime score 14-12 in favor of CB East. Very balanced attack for the Lady Patriots. Angie Onks with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Jen Eves with 3 rebounds. Monica Strazzeri with 4 points, 4 rebounds. Jen Blake with 2 points, 2 rebounds. And Lisa Luchetta with 3 points and 4 rebounds. Free throw shooting 1 for 3, and they haven't taken a 3-point shot yet. The rebounding edge is held by CBE 17-15. For Norristown, 2 players essentially carrying the load for Norristown. Keisha Watson with 6 points and 6 rebounds, and Tara Culbreth with 3 points and 6 rebounds. Kirsten Benton went 1 for 5 with 3-point shots and has 3 points. And our free throw shooting is 1 for 4. Nobody's in any serious foul trouble. No one has more than 2 fouls. Stay tuned for the second half.
We're on.
All right, ready with the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Again, 14-12. Eagles down by 2. Central Bucks inbounding the ball, and it's Eves outside. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Norristown's made. Here goes the ball to Angst. Angst shot, no good. Rebound right away to Crystal Brown. Brown over to Stacy Brown on the dribble. And Frank, let's see if Kirsten Benton making that last shot, if that helped her confidence, because she's the one who's been getting open. They work. There she is again. Shot is up. Brown, little strong coming back, but she's the one who's getting the shots. And if she can start hitting them, Norristown's going to make a game of this.
Well, she's got to keep taking them, though. When you're open, you got to take it.
Yeah. You can't get too down on yourself, and a coach will tell you, keep trying. There goes Angst on the dribble. Tries to bounce it in. Blake with a shot up. Good. Nice bounce pass by Angst. Patriots back by 4. There goes the pass to Benton. Benton comes over to Stacy Brown. They beat the press. There goes underneath to Casey. Casey looks for Keisha Watson. Battle for the ball. Angst with it. Keisha Watson, smart move that time, with Watson jumping on top of Angst, and it's the Eagles' ball underneath. There goes to Benton. Benton open again. Shot is up. She's got it. 2-pointer, and that's the shot. Where do I see Kirsten in school and tell her about her two-handed set shot? She'll probably give it up when she finds out I shoot that way. Benton almost done this. Eves, bounce pass to Angst, good pass, finds her underneath, shot is up, off, no good. Battle underneath, shot, no good. Rebound out to Eves, Eves from the foul line with a shot, it's up, no good. And there's Crystal Brown finally on the break, looks for Mary Casey. Mary Casey breaking, and there we have, it looks like a foul on Eves. Eves running along with Casey. Casey tries to get the jump shot up, ball is hit out of bounds, but they also hit Casey, and Casey will go to the foul line. And the Eagles, if they're going to get back in this game, want to be able to hit that foul shot. Casey's shooting should be 2. First shot is up. She's got it, and she also shoots two-handed from the foul line. Looks like
I think they all shoot two-handed, don't they?
looks that way so far, the ones we've seen on the line. Second shot's up, no good. Strong. Benton comes in for the rebound, up with a shot, no good. Keisha Watson battling, ball lost. Controlled by number 33, Mumar, out to Eves. And here come the Patriots on a fast break. Passed over to Straziri. She's open with a jumper, no good. And there's a strong rebound that time by Keisha Watson. Looks for Crystal Brown, can't quite catch up to it, but that was the idea what the Eagles have to do. Watson hit the ball hard, got the rebound, looked out for the outlet pass, saw Crystal Brown breaking, and just missed her with a pass. 16-15, Patriots by 1, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Eves up to the top of the circle. Right-hand dribble, looks over to Straziri. Straziri coming underneath to Angst. Angst controls, attempt by Stacy Brown with a steal. Straziri with the ball on the dribble, looks back for Angst in the corner. Angst bounce pass underneath to Blake. Blake comes up with a left-hand jumper. She's got it. Another nice bounce pass in by Angst. And one of the things they should learn by now is that Blake is going to shoot with the left hand, so you overplay her to that side and try to keep her from getting that left-hand shot. Pass stolen. Straziri on the break to Angst. Angst moving down. Left-hand shot up, no good. Rebound, no good. Battle under the board. There goes another shot up. Score. This time by Straziri. 3 shots for Central Bucks. Applying the pressure. Benton on the dribble, on the pass over to Casey. Casey looks for Crystal Brown. Shot up. She's got it. 2017 Eagles. And that's what happens when you beat the press. You get some easy shots. Straziri open for a moment. Looks back outside to Eves. Didn't take the shot. Eves controlling over to Angst. Angst with a shot up. No good. Rebound by Stacy Brown. There's Casey up court. And there again is a pass that, now the pass got there, but it's a pass that should not have been thrown. That long pass every once in a while can, I try to get Frank here on the phone, but Frank is stuffing himself with pretzels right now, and I'm not sure that he's going to be able to talk to you fans for a little while.
Yeah, I can talk, Jim. Norristown needs more pressure on the boards. East is getting too many shots. when they put a shot up, there's too many people in Norristown's team standing around instead of going for the boards.
Mary East with 3 fouls taken out of the lineup for the East, and she's been the girl who controls their offense from outside. Shot by Blake, no good. Ball comes out to Straziri, makes a smart move in turning away from Brown, who was going to go for the steal. Straziri realized it and reversed her dribble. Ball over to Angst. Angst looks for Blake. Blake underneath. It's Lucetta. Strong shot, no good. Benton gets the rebound. And there goes that long pass again. And the Eagles are trying that long pass a little too late. There goes Benton. And there goes Casey. Now that's the right pass. They have Casey ahead of the field. Stops for the dribble. Misses the layup. There's Brown on the rebound. No good. And rebound control comes out to Blake. Blake will be moving on Stacy Brown. Blake on the dribble. Brown goes for the steal. Misses. Blake with a left-hander, and she's got the basket. And I think Blake is probably their high scorer right now with 8 points. White commits a turnover coming in. Patriots ball, leading 22-17. Timeout very quickly taken by Coach Stasko, sorry. And another smart timeout because the Eagles had begun to make a little bit of a move, but the Patriots got the ball real quickly and began to force action coming back. Substitution, Tara Colbreth coming in, and she really helped a lot in the first half because she started to help out on the boards, and that's where the Eagles really need some help to stop the Patriots from getting that second and third shot.
Yeah, the difference, Jim, is rebounding, and a lot of it isn't height as much as all the team, well, not the whole team, but having 3 players crashing for the boards or getting under there. When a shot is going up, people should be moving toward the basket, and they're not.
And we just heard Coach Stasko down there, rebound. That's what she was saying to him, to control and block out and try to get that ball. And you know, that's so much a part of all basketball games, is controlling that board. Brown with an attempted steal, almost got it. Casey forcing Straziri outside. Norristown is going back to their zone defense. There's Straziri. Straziri looks for Blake. Blake to Angst. Angst with a shot from the corner. She's strong, no good. We got a jump ball. It's going to be possession going to Central Bucks. Angst will inbounds underneath their basket. 5-point lead for the Patriots. Inbound pass stolen by Watson. Watson slows down play, gives it to Stacy Brown. Stacy Brown on the dribble, looks over to Benton. Benton's got it, comes back up high to Stacy Brown. Inside to Keisha Watson. Watson turns, misses the shot. Casey on the rebound, throws up a shot, no good. Battle underneath, Watson in, around and out. Battling, that's off. And there's the first time Norristown has gotten 4 shots, and that's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, the more people you get under the boards, let's face it, the shooting percentage isn't that high, so you got to expect the rebound's going to come off.
Nice bounce pass by Stacy Brown. One of the things I noticed the Eagles do, I think the Eagles are forcing the ball a little bit. Ball handler's coming up, turns, and automatically assumes that that person in the middle is going to be open and throws that pass, and it's been picked off a lot of times. You got to take a quick look before you're going to throw that, you know, just to be sure that that person really is open for the pass. Have a walk against Central Bucks in the East. Eagles can get right back into this game. They trail by 3 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Bounce pass to Keisha Watson. Watson on the dribble, looks down court for Mary Casey. On the save, attempted save. Watson controls, tries to get the pass off, and she's walking before she can get the shot up at the basket. And the Eagles are now going to apply full court pressure also, trying to force the Patriots into some turnovers. Inbound pass to Straziri. Straziri on the dribble. She looks confident. Breaks the press easily on the drive, and we have a foul against Tara Colbreth. And actually, that's a good foul.
Yeah, that is a good foul because she probably had a sure basket. But one thing, if you notice, when East brought the ball up, the East players, 2 of them were way out in front, heading down toward the basket, all by themselves with no Norristown ball players chasing after them.
Basket for Central Bucks by Blake, who now has 10 out of the 24 points. Here's Tara Colbreth, back to Colbreth. Colbreth's shot is up strong off, and Watson with a rebound, up for the layup. She's got it. Keisha Watson starting to exert herself on the board. Watson now has 10 points. There's a steal. Watson driving in for the layup. She's got it. And it's 24-23. Eagles trail by 1. Timeout for Central Bucks. And here we've seen exactly what Central Bucks was doing earlier, putting the pressure on. The Eagles returned that pressure, and it worked. And Watson with a couple baskets, and they're right back in this game. The one thing that happens when you're playing the press, however, is you'd better have a bench, because you can see some of the Eagles players right now, and I'm sure Central Bucks players look a little tired, and this means that you better be ready with some people coming off the bench if they're going to keep applying that pressure all over the court.
Yeah, Jim, and the Eagles seem to do a lot better on a transition game when you're running up and down the court. If they stay away from the long passes, they got to get the ball down the court before the East team gets set up into their defense. And when they get the ball down on a fast break, they seem to do a lot better.
Eagles within 1, falling back to pick up their zone now, not putting the pressure on, used the pressure to get back into this game, and we may see them very quickly begin exerting that pressure again, because sometimes if you find something that's working and causing all kinds of problems, you want to keep using it. Central Bucks, Strazzeri on the dribble, over and back, and the Eagles, Frank, will have a chance to take the lead here for the first time today. Stacy Brown on the dribble. Eagles trail by 1 with 1 minute and 40 seconds. And there's the pass I'm talking about, Frank. And Keisha Watson controlled that, but only because of her height and her athletic ability. You don't want to force that pass. You want to be patient with it. Strazzeri on the dribble finds Eves. Eves moving up court. Bounce pass to Angst. Angst open. Colbreth on her shot is missed. Colbreth with a strong rebound, moving those elbows. Looks outside. Throws it right to Mumma. Mumma to Blake. Blake up with a left-hander. Misses. Keisha Watson on the rebound. On the move, but she's not going to break. She's going to have to slow it down. She has no advantage as the Patriots fall back into their zone defense. Ball over to Benton. Benton with a long three-pointer. She's got it. And that's what Coach Cresswell needs on the boys' team. Eagles by 2, 26-24. 52 seconds left here in the first period. Frank, I thought for a minute there in the first quarter the Eagles were going to be left for dead.
It's an amazing game to watch. It's so different than the boys' game. It's an exciting game.
Mumma on the rebound that time. Central Bucks ties. 32 seconds left. 26-26 in the third quarter. See whether the Eagles will hold off. There goes Casey with a long shot. No waiting. Ball strong off the rim. Controlled by Strazzeri. And Strazzeri looks very strong on the board. Stacy Brown almost with a steal. Battles. Ball blocked away again. Stacy Brown battles out of bounds. Central Bucks with the ball. 12 seconds left, and they get a new 10 seconds to bring the ball over the court. Eagles pressure. And Keisha Watson has to be careful because she has 2 fouls already. They certainly don't want her to get into foul trouble here because she's been the big gun in this comeback. There goes Strazzeri. Strazzeri on the move. Looks underneath. Finds Mumma. Mumma shot no good. Partially blocked by Watson. We come to the end of the third quarter. 26-26. Eagles and Patriots all tied.
And I'll tell you, Jim, the game's a lot slower than the boys' game, but there's no difference in how they hustle. You know, they want to win. They didn't give up. They kept coming back, pressing. And it's an exciting game to watch. It's a shame we don't get more fans out here watching this. Of course, we don't get that many at the boys' games either.
We're going to have to talk, Frank, sometime with some of our students about this fact. Our games have been poorly attended. I had an argument in class the other day with a young man who claimed that the stands were full last year. And I said, that's simply not true. They were full for the tournament game, but they were not full. And we had a team that was the District 1 champion. And we've commented upon that many times last year, that there were not very many fans there. There are some schools that do draw. Coatesville, for instance, when we went over there, had a packed gym, and their fans really do support their basketball team and travel with them wherever they go. I don't know how true this is of very many teams. Eagles are going to be inbounding to begin the fourth quarter. Score is tied. Eagles back in this. There's Benton with a long 3 shot. No good. Rebound controlled by Mumma. Up to Eves. Eves on the break, and she's got the break moving well. Looks for the pass. Finds Strazzeri. Strazzeri's shot no good. We have a battle underneath off of Benton's hand, controlled by Angst. Angst comes out, flips the bounce pass to Blake. Blake over to Eves, and Eves has the two-pointer. And that may have been Jen Eves' first two-pointer of the day. Wide open, makes the shot. Eagles back with Stacy Brown on the right-hand dribble. Brown over to Casey. Casey comes back outside to Brown. Over to Casey. Casey looks for the shot, no good. Benton battling, nice save that time by Angst, who made a good save. Strazzeri back to Angst. And they've got a hustle. They're not going to get that ball up. Blake, here's the break. There's Muma underneath. Pass to her. Shot no good. Just off. Blake battling for the ball. Colbreth hits it. Oh, Watson with it. And Eves. Watson comes down out of bounds, but there's that hustle you were talking about. Patriot ball underneath their own basket. Angst inbound. Trigger the inbound pass. Finds Blake underneath. Ball batted away by Watson. Looks like a foul on Watson, but I think that might have been Benton.
Foul, Jim.
Yeah, I think Benton was the one that got her, though, from behind.
She was making that shot consistently, and that was a good foul not to let her make that shot. Force her to make it from the foul line because she was open.
Here comes Julie Stazek, probably the Eagles' tallest player, giving Watson, who has 3 fouls, a rest. And I'm not sure that you can do this. Watson, unless Watson is a little bit tired, is our leading scorer with 12 points today. She's been the leading scorer on the year. And she is the one who had gotten some of those easy baskets. Blake with a shot up, good, and it's the Patriots back to a 3-point margin, 29-26. Second shot up, she's got that also. The Patriots scoring a foul and not pressing anymore as they fall back into their zone. The Eagles desperately need a basket here because you don't want to let the Patriots get out to that 6 or 8 point margin. Stacy Brown, and Stacy Brown has not taken one shot. She's perfectly content to be the ball handler, the ball carrier. She does not shoot from up top of this key. Now the Eagles are beginning to go rotating the ball. There goes Benton coming around into Brown, and there's a case you look for the pass, and the person wasn't open, but you still try the pass. Blake on the fast break makes it. It's got 14 points, leading Central Bucks and leading all scorers today. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. Patriots by 6. The Eagles have moved Casey up to the top of the key. There's Strazzeri, and Strazzeri hit the bound, the sideline, and there's a break for the Eagles because Eves was ahead of the pack and had what would have been an easy two-pointer. One thing I noticed about the Eagles, they have a tendency to telegraph their passes, and they have a tendency to go no matter what. And sometimes you have to hold that ball back. You can't just be set and determined, hey, I'm going to get the ball here no matter what. Brown and Casey handling the ball up tight. Benton down in the corner, and it's clear that Benton is the person that they want to get the ball to. They want her to be shooting shots. There they have her out deep. She's too far for the shot. Over to Brown. Brown shoots a jumper, and that may be one of Stacy's first shots from the outside. Strazzeri looks for Eves down court. Eves on the break, on the drive, and she's got it, and the Patriots are up by 8. Moving off to a 34-26 lead. 8 unanswered points. And very quickly, Stosko gets Keisha Watson off the bench, and you have to get her back in the game. There goes a long shot by Casey, no good. Eves on the rebound, and the Patriots are controlling. Ball thrown up from the outside. It's a 10-point lead, and just that quickly, in a little bit over 2.5 minutes, the Patriots have come off with 10 unanswered points to take a lead over the Eagles of Norristown. The Eagles desperately have to get a basket here. Brown handling deep, finds Benton. Benton looks for the shot, doesn't have it. Over to Brown. Brown on the dribble. Brown coming, finds Benton. Benton doesn't waste any time. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, batted away. Nice play there by Strazzeri, who reached over and knocked that ball to get it into play. Here comes Eves on the dribble. Central Bucks with the ball and the lead as we move down toward the 4:35 mark here in the ball game. Angst in the corner, content not to look for the shot now. Finds Strazzeri, and the Patriots beginning to show some patience now. And just as I say that, Angst launches the shot, no good. Colbreth on the rebound, looks for Benton. Benton over to Brown. Brown on the dribble coming up court. Brown finds inside to Stazek. We got a jump ball as Eves just reaches over her head. Contest Stazek for the ball. And there's a case where all Stasic had to do was keep the ball up in the air, and there's no way that Eves would have been on that ball. Watson back in the lineup, the jump ball possession going over to Central Bucks. Coming down to the 4-minute mark, Central Bucks enjoying a 10-point lead, and the Eagles have got to get some turnovers and convert them into baskets, or they're not going to get back into this ball game because time is running out. There's a 5-second call. Casey playing Eves. Eves making no attempt to go to the basket, and you have to try to force the action toward the basket, or you're going to get that call. You just can't stand outside and dribble that ball uncontested. Brown comes up, looks for Watson underneath. Watson with a jumper. She's got it, and that's the shot that's worked. But it works because of Watson's athletic ability in getting that ball, because they're doing a good job of covering her, and sometimes even when the pass gets forced, Watson is able to control the ball, get her hands on it, turn around, make that spin move, and she now has 14 points. Eagles are trailing by 8, 36-28. 3 minutes, 46 seconds left in the game. Patriots call timeout, and what the Patriots don't want to do now is to give the Eagles a couple quick baskets, allowing Norristown to get back into this game.
Well, Jim, I noticed too they're not giving Benton that free shot. As soon as the ball starts going to Benton, they're jumping on her right away. They don't want to run the risk that she's going to keep making those three-pointers. As a result, when they throw a pass to Benton, somebody's out there on her immediately. It's going to be interesting to see whether they try to freeze the ball. I don't know in the girls' basketball whether that's part of the strategy. I would think it is, having this lead, which is a fairly big lead, 8 points at this time. But we'll have to wait and see.
I think I treat the freeze, Frank, like the prevent defense in football. If you go with what's got you there, you know, and if you're scoring and you're playing well, I like to see you keep doing that. Remember the one game last year, again, for us, that sometimes you wonder about holding the ball out and trying to slow it down a little bit because it can give you some trouble. Foul committed by the Eagles here. Blake's going to the foul line, and Blake's had a lot of success and continues to do so on the foul line. Left-handed shooter, 15 points for Jen Blake, doing a really good job with scoring. She is their high scorer. Second shot is up, no good, off the board, and Strazzeri quickly to control, back to Blake, and Blake's got that shot again. 17 points, almost all of them on that left-handed layup, and very quickly the Patriots move out to an 11-point lead. And now the Eagles have to start firing some long-range bombs to try to get back in this game. Ball inside to Tara Culbreth. Bounce pass, good play by Mary Casey. And Frank, the other thing I wonder about the Eagles made their move to tie by putting full court pressure on the Patriots. And once they got tied, they pulled that pressure off again and fell back into their zone. If that pressure is bothering the other team, maybe you've got to keep going with it.
Well, it might be a matter of stamina. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of girls basketball to know how long they can keep up pressure like that. But it might simply be a matter of they don't have the stamina to do it.
There goes a foul on Brown. And what we're going to see now probably is a parade to the foul line by Central Bucks. And all that the Eagles can do is hope that in these last 3 minutes and change that the Patriots will not be able to make their foul shots, and that when the Eagles come down court, they will be able to convert shots into goals. And if that happens, they can get back into this game. But what they really need are a couple three-point shots from either Benton or Casey. Strazzeri's shot up and good. And here's a case where if the Patriots keep making these foul shots, there is no chance for the Eagles to get back into this game. Strazzeri is ready again. Shot is up, around and out, and Watson on the rebound, and she's coming up court breaking quickly. Got about a 3-on-2. Watson going all the way, tries a fingertip roll, no good. Casey battles for the rebound. And we have a jump ball, Eagles possession, and there's a case where the Eagles crashed the board that time, and that's what you have to do. 3 minutes, 2 seconds, Eagles down by 10. Can they get back into this? That's to Benton. Benton on the bounce to Stacy Brown. Stacy Brown comes out to Casey. Casey with a long shot, no good. Tara Culbreth battles for the rebound, around, and no good. And you could see the anguish on the faces of the Eagles players because every one of them wanted to see that ball go in and have that chance for that three-point play. Tara Culbreth ready with a foul line. Made 1 out of 2 the last time that she was on the line. Ready with the dribble and the shot. Ball is up, strong, around, no good. Ready with the second shot. Up off the bench is number 34, Crystal Brown, getting ready to come back in the game. And I suspect that we're using Crystal, who's replacing Stacy Brown, to help get some of that pressure on the Patriots and try to put that full court pressure on them to see if you can get some quick steals and get the ball back and get back into this game. Culbreth ready with the second shot. It's up. She's got it. Eagles trail by 9. Inbound pass goes to Angst. Angst coming up court, dribbling, makes it up easily. Looks down for Blake. Blake is going to throw it up again. They got her on an offensive foul, charging this time. And notice what a little confidence would do. Beginning of the game, Jen Blake looked for that pass, looked for the bounce pass. Now she knows she's been able to score underneath, and instead of looking for the pass, she's looking for the goal, and she's moving to the goal. That time they got her on a charging call. Eagles back. Casey goes over to Brown. Brown out deep to Casey. Back to Brown. And the Eagles can't throw that ball around too many times. They've got to start looking for shots. There's Benton with a long three. Around, no good. Tara Culbreth, ball backed away. Straveri controls. Knocked out of bounds that time by Crystal Brown. Patriots still with the ball, and Straveri. It's Angst on the inbound pass. It comes into Straveri. Straveri on the dribble, moving over court. Right-handed dribble, going in. Goes over to Eves. Eves on the dribble, coming outside again. And the Eagles have to go play pressure. The Eagles cannot afford not to play pressure. And I think they got caught for a switch where you have Mary Casey playing their big man. There goes Eves on the dribble. Outside again to Angst. And the Patriots have obviously prepared a stall. Angst on the move, on the dribble, out inside to Mumo. Mumo comes outside to Eves. And the Eagles are going to have to foul. There goes the bounce pass to Mumo. Back outside to Eves. Eves on the dribble, finds Blake underneath. There it is. Misses the shot. Rebound by Straveri. We're going to have a foul. It's probably going to be on Casey. And Straveri will be going to the foul line to shoot 2 for the Patriots. And there it was actually a nice ball control offense. And you come in through the center, which is going to be open, and you look for the layups. And you don't take a shot unless that's what you get.
Well, if you notice, Jim, they ran the same play 3 times in a row as if they were going to freeze the ball for the rest of the game. When they ran it the 4th time, suddenly the ball went underneath to somebody waiting for it. It was obviously a setup, and it worked beautifully. And that's one thing different about this game. You can actually watch the plays develop and see people going into position.
Straveri good with the first shot. Increases the lead to 10 again with 1:40 left. And the Eagles, I think, are in serious trouble right now because they're going to have a tough time getting back into this game. Straveri makes them both. And Central Bucks foul shooting today has really been very, very good. I think they've got a pretty high 7 out of 11. Pretty good foul shooting. And that's, when you're behind, that's what you have to do. Keep it going. There goes the three-pointer, strong off the board. Casey with the rebound, controls, comes out to Stacy Brown. Stacy Brown to Benton. Benton looks for the shot, doesn't have it. Back out, over to Brown. Brown back to Benton, back to Brown. Brown goes cross court, and that's a dangerous pass. Casey no good. Watson with the rebound up. She's got it. That's 16 points for Keisha Watson, who averages 17, so she's almost at her average. The lead is reduced to 9. Straveri comes in, looks for Mumo. Mumo no good. Keisha Watson has it. There's Casey up court. But 2 guys on her. She can't hang on to the pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to find Angst inbounding to Eves for Central Bucks. And the Eagles have got to put pressure on. They have to play them over court. Straveri on the right-hand dribble. Nobody playing her. Moves down easily. Nobody on her. And she's able to just control the ball. Someone's got to get out on her. You cannot sit back into a zone now when you're down by 9 points with 40 seconds left. Eves controlling. Somebody's got to get them. There's Blake. Blake not even looking to go to the basket. Watson playing her. On the dribble, comes back outside to Eves. Eves in a reverse move, comes back out. We got a jump ball. It's a tie-up. Possession arrow points to Central Bucks. 9-point lead with 27 seconds left. And all Central Bucks has to do is be content to hang on to that ball. And there's nothing the Eagles can do. Eagles have to foul. Straveri dribbles on the outside. 2 people, and we have the foul on Watson. That's Watson's 4th. 5th? That's Keisha Watson's 5th foul. Goes out with 16 points. Looks like 13 rebounds. Good all-around game for Keisha Watson. But this afternoon, it is not going to be enough, because the Patriots of Central Bucks are going to come away with a victory over the Eagles. The only thing that's in question now is the margin of victory. Cerveri on the line will be shooting 1-1 for the Patriots. Shot is up. No good. The board. Battle for the rebound. We have it. Blue ball knocked off by Crystal Brown. Patriots will maintain control. Angst going underneath for the throw-in. Still a 9-point margin for Central Bucks, 42-33. I don't think they'll be eager to get a shot. Eves comes right back outside with the ball. Stacy Brown playing her, looks underneath, and we have a foul on Kirsten Benton, hitting Eves as she moves to the basket. 16 seconds remain. Eves will be on the line shooting 1-1 for the Patriots. And when you fall behind by this kind of a margin, you really are left with no choice but to commit fouls. And if a team can make its fouls, you're in a lot of trouble, because there's no way you're going to catch up. Eves with a first shot. It's good.
You know, Jim, their foul shooting is better than most boys' teams I've seen this year. They are tremendous foul shooters.
Yeah, I think they're 8 for 13 so far, Glenn tells us. Glenn up to date. Rebound is controlled by Central Bucks, up by 10. 9 seconds left in the game. Cerveri on the dribble. Comes outside, almost loses the ball. We have a foul. Stacy Brown on a reach-in foul with 3 seconds left. Cerveri will go to the line shooting 1-1 for the Patriots. All of their players fall back. They know that the Eagles aren't even going to be able, even if she makes 2, the Eagles aren't going to be able to get the ball in fast enough to get it up court. They're probably not even going to get a shot off. Ball misses. Tara Colbreth hustling for the rebound. Clock starts. Benton's going to have to throw a long shot. The buzzer sounds. Final score, Central Bucks 43, Norristown 33. And in that last quarter, after Norristown had closed as 26-26, they were outscored 17-7. And it was primarily, they got there by the pressure. They got there by playing the press. And once the press came off, Central Bucks took advantage of that and got into the ball game and held their advantage and came away with the victory. Eagles will go to 1-3 in the league, 4-6 overall. Central Bucks East improves to 3-1 in the league, 7-3 overall, and that 3-1 record's got to have them pretty close in the league to the division leaders. Would be interesting, Frank, to see a team like Downingtown, which I believe is undefeated so far and certainly is going to be one of the top teams in this state, and see how they would fare against a team like Central Bucks East.
The Central Bucks East is a well-disciplined team, a well-trained team. They set up their plays, they run them well, they know what position they're supposed to be in, and they rebound well. Look how many times you were looking at the ball being shot up and there'd be 3 players from Central Bucks making a ring around the basket, no matter which end of the court it was. They're a well-disciplined team. However, when you talk about Downingtown, I think the biggest difference is speed. Downingtown has speed. And in girls basketball, you get a couple of speedsters out there, and I think they can make all the difference.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoyed this, the first experience with Norristown Eagles girls basketball. It is not the last, however, because we will be back on the air several more times this year with some Eagles games for you. And now I'd like to turn it over for some final comments and the statistics for today's game to Glenn Martin.
Thanks, Mr. Nelson. For CB East, a balanced attack. Jen Blake leading the way with 17 points and 4 rebounds. Liz Lucetta with 3 points and 5 rebounds. Monica Straveri with 9 points and 10 rebounds. Jen Eves with 7 points, 4 rebounds. Angie Angst with 4 points and 4 rebounds. Free throw shooting, as we mentioned, very good, 8 for 15. And CB East did not take a 3-point shot on the day. For Norristown, again carried mainly by 2 or 3 players. Keisha Watson with a big game, 16 points and 13 rebounds before fouling out late in the 4th quarter. Mary Casey with 1.3 rebounds. Kirsten Benton with 8 points and 2 rebounds on 2 for 9 on 3-point shooting. Crystal Brown, 2 points and 4 rebounds. Tara Colbreth, a very good job on the boards as well, 6 points and 9 rebounds. Foul shooting for the Eagles, 3 for 8, and an overall 3-point shooting, 2 for 12. And CB East held a narrow rebounding advantage, 31-28. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to this cable station.